iPad. It's doing a little update thing. Let's not do that. Evening, everybody. Wait for a few people to join and then we can make a start. No, my screen is frozen. Lovely. Evening, ladies. A few people leaving me some nice comments already. Okay. No, it's not working. We'll ignore that tonight. I hope I can keep on track of comments. My iPad has decided to do an update, so we'll see what happens. Evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We're Wednesday evening. The last Wednesday in May. Where on earth has this month gone? Where on earth is this year going? We're in the 6th month of the year next week. I have no idea what's going on. It's crazy. So tonight I'm going to show you something brand new. It arrived yesterday and I think it's just fab. It's really, really cute. It's easy to miss in the catalogue. I think unless you're really looking closely you could easily miss it, but my gosh, it's a good one, so I hope you enjoy. I'm going to make probably just one card tonight because it'll be quite involved, so stick with me. If you've got any questions, do comment along, and I'll try and keep track of the comments. So let's make a start. I'm going to flip my camera around and then you can see my desk and we can do some crafting. Joanna, you're on it. You know what I'm using. Love these dies. I've just ordered them. You're going to love them when they come. So let's do a little swappy swap, shall we, with our screens. I'm going to show you the catalogue first. So in the catalogue, if you've got it to hand, you're going to need page 57. Okay. So what Stampin' Up have done this year is they've been a little sneaky and they've snuck in a few things that I think are really well hidden unless you look for them. These dies being one of them. I'm going to be using the dies to make this card. And it says here, again, quite sneaky, use the Give It a Whirl dies to create a cute interactive element to your projects. Spin the wheel to let the window reveal what's underneath. Isn't that sneaky? So I think you could easily miss that. Obviously you've got this gorgeous Stella birthday stamp set here. Now I'm not going to be using that stamp set because it doesn't massively talk to me. So I'm going to use something I've already got, and I just wanted to show you how you can use these dies with your current stash. So here it says the Give It a Whirl dies are on page 163. So if we now flip to page 163, you can see them in all their glory here. Okay, so 21 dies. The largest die is 5 1/4 inches by 3 13/16, very precise, inches, and they're £36. Okay, so you get a great selection of dies. You get some great selection of shapes, labels and extra bits and bobs to use. So if you haven't seen them, I would recommend having a little close look. So I'm going to put my catalogue away, and I'm going to show you the dies in a bit more detail. So you have this lovely panel die here, and they've all got the little holes ready for you. And then you've got these extra add-on pieces, so these gorgeous clouds, some stars, you've got a beautiful scallop circle, and then you've got these extra dies which we're going to use to cut out our sections. You've got a little banner, and then you've got some embossing pieces as well to show you the person you're sending the card to how they're going to use that die or to use the card. So I've gone ahead and already cut out a couple of pieces. Okay, so I've got my card base, and this is a regular card base, so it's half a sheet of A4 card folded in half, done. Okay, this is your panel die here. Okay, and that's been cut out with this. Okay, not only you've got the lovely semicircle here, but it's got some lovely stitching, and you've got that centre hole already cut as well. Then you have this little wheel. I want to call them Wheel of Fortune dies, I don't know why. You've got this lovely wheel that's a scallop circle as well. And these layer together, and this is quite crude at the moment, and you turn the wheel. Okay, so what we're going to use is we're going to use the panel dies to cut out, and this is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so these are the panel dies, and I'm just going to cut out one to start with, because this is the first time that I've used these dies, so I don't really want to overcomplicate it. So I'm just going to bring in my cut and emboss machine, my large cut and emboss machine. Just raise up my camera a bit. So let's just move those out the way. So I'm going to, where's my top plate? Here it is. I finally finished the die cutting for my card class today. I have cut over 1,000 pieces for my card class this month. I feel a little bit die cutted out, shall we say. Right, so how you work with these dies, you basically line up the hole there with the hole that's already cut out of your panel. Okay, decide where you want it, and I'm going to have that just there, I think. Add your plate. You could by all means add some washi tape if you wanted to, but actually mine's staying put quite nicely at the moment. Evening to you, Alison. Thanks for joining us tonight. And this is all the die cutting we're pretty much going to do. So you get this lovely triangular semicircle shape, which will pop to one side, and then it's cut out your lovely aperture. What a posh word that is, aperture. Let's put that to one side. Okay, so then now what we can do is we can start to assemble this. And this is where I think the Stamparatus comes in really, really handy. Okay, so I am going to, now I've already have tried this once, I'm going to lie to you. I've already done a little red dot, can you see that? So my red dot, I am going to pop my circle, my scallop circle down so that that red dot sits inside that dot there. Okay, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to bring in my top piece, and I'm going to pop down the top piece over, so you've got the scallop circle showing here, which is the wheel to spin it, and the red dot is still in the middle, so we know that we need to stamp here. Okay, so I thought I would use this stamp set tonight. Okay, because why not? I think it's lovely and I think it's just cute. So just make sure my stamps are clean. Right, so we want to have Mr. Penguin sitting about there. Okay, we want him to be floating upwards, so we're going to pick up our stamp. We can then take away our panel, and then we can stamp our little floating penguin, our little happy penguin. Okay, and just double check to make sure that your dot is still there. Okay, and then stamp. Give him a little firm push, and done. So our little penguin is there. We can then bring our semicircle back in, and look, there he is. He's floating along. How cute is he? Okay, what we can then do is we can then turn our penguin, find our dot, line it up again, and this is a little bit of trial and error. There we go. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to attach our shape. We don't want to attach our pieces together until we've done our stamping. Okay, so we've done that one, and I want to have the bear down here. Let's have the little koalas. How cute are the little koalas? Love them. So this would work really, really well with so many different stamp sets that you already have in your collection. Okay, so let's put our little koalas on. Now the joyful thing about this is this panel here, you lift it up, you turn it over, so you've then got this new plate. Okay. Pick up your stamp, like so, take off your panel. Oh no, it's just moved. Let's start that again. Let's just make sure that's in the right place. You could add a little bit of washi to this if you wanted to. There we go, okay. Take that away. Add ink to our koalas. Evening to you, Chris. Thanks for joining us. And then stamp the koalas. Okay. And then we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to turn it round. Line up our little red dot again. Put our panel over the top. Okay, and now I want to put a sentiment in here. So what sentiment are we going to choose? I was thinking about adding this one to someone who makes others happy. Okay, so the great thing about this stamp set, this set of dies, but about just using one window, is that you don't have to worry about things being upside down. So now I'm just going to add this in here. Okay, to someone who makes others happy. So what we've now got is we've now got our lovely little Wheel of Fortune. I'm probably not allowed to say that, am I? And we just need to colour those in. So I'm just going to grab a few little pens. Let's have some smoky slate, some black and some Poppy Parade, shall we? That sounds good. Nice little colour combo. So let's colour in our little koalas. So they're going to be a nice grey. Is anyone else, apart from Joanna at the start who said she's bought these dies, has anyone else noticed them, bought them, got them on their wish list? I do think they are super, super cute, especially for, you know, children's cards. They love a bit of interaction. It's great to make something a bit more, a bit different. So I'm just being quite light with my colouring tonight. Like so. Let's add a little bit of shading here and here. Like so. Okay. On my list, on the way. Oh, girls. Okay, so our little koalas, cute. And then our penguin. I'm not going to colour him in black because I think it just makes him too dark. I've tried colouring him in black and he just looks a bit messy. So I'm going to go for a grey penguin. He's a baby penguin. Baby penguins are grey, aren't they? And you can go over certain areas to just darken that. But I'm going to leave him like that. I think they're great dies. There's so much versatility with them. There really is, isn't there? But yeah, Stampin' Up have been very sneaky. I feel like they're kind of hiding in that catalogue. Like so. You want a little bit of Daffodil Delight for his beak and for his feet. And then we want something for those koalas' ears. Let's have a bit of ivory in their ears. Lovely. Okay, so we've got our little colouring, and now what we can do is we can put this together. Okay, so the trick with this, and this is another new product, these are round and square brads. Okay, so they're black and white, so you get lovely square ones, and you get teeny tiny little mini ones, and I'm going to use a black one like so. You see that? They're so tiny, but they're perfect for this. But what we're going to do before we stick this on, I'm going to do a little bit of ink splashing on here just to break up some of that background. So I'm going to do yellow and red, and yeah, let's just do yellow and red. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your split pin and you're going to pop it straight through that hole. You're then going to do the same to this here, okay, and then just split it down, and you want to split it as close to the cardstock as you can so that it sits nice and flat. And then here your little wheel will turn to someone who makes others happy. I just love it. I think it's so adorable. Okay, so let's now pop this on our card. Now I'm just thinking out loud, if we put that on like that, it will then stop that from spinning. So I'm going to stick this down with some dimensionals, okay, and I'm going to put my dimensionals on the panel. Remember not to put your dimensionals on this circle here, because otherwise your Wheel of Fortune won't move. Okay, and I'm just using quite a few, which is not like me, I know. Okay, so let's just take all these pieces off, and then we can position that on our card like so. So now we've got a little bit of a gap and we can spin. But obviously that looks like quite a boring card, doesn't it? So let's mix it up a bit, girls and boys. Let's stamp. Shall we have the koala or the bear? Let's have the bear. I love the bear. I think he's so cute. So let's pop our little bear on a block. And let's have some card. Now, Whisper Basic White card is currently on back order. Oh, that's got Stampin on the other side. I don't want to use that. It's currently on back order. So my supplies of Basic White are super minimal and it's driving me bananas. I had just enough for my card kit, thank goodness. But yeah, it's been stressful not having much white card. So let's give him a little stamp and let's colour him in. Let's have the little heart in Poppy Parade, shall we? So we'll try and stick with the same colours. So my little bear is going to be grey. Do we have grey bears? Well, tonight we have grey bears. That's dark. Let's add a bit dark down here. I saw someone a card the other day and oh my gosh, it was too adorable. Someone had drawn like some dungarees on this bear. Oh, so cute. I might have to case that. Okay, so I've just added a little bit of shading around the edge of Mr. Bear, and now I'm gonna colour him in properly. Nice bit of shade in there on Mr. Bear, like so. And then for his little face, I'm going to do that in ivory as well. That's it. Nice. Love Mr. Bear. Look at him. He's too cute. So let's cut him out. And we're going to attach him and a few little sentiments to the card to bring it all together. I might actually use some of the other dies that are in here. Before I went live tonight, I did the draw for my Sunday night live. So on my Sunday night live at 8:30, I always give away the cards that I've made. So I did the draw just before this, so they're already a customer of mine. Actually part one of my team, my lovely team. So I will get those out to you tomorrow. I don't want to say who won them because I don't want to give the surprise away, but if you already know, feel free to say. There we go. Just cutting Mr. Bear out. Okay, so there we have Mr. Bear. And let's have a look at these dies, shall we? So in these dies we've got some lovely hearts. So let's cut out some of those hearts. And I'm just going to get some Poppy Parade cardstock. I think I have some. Oh yes, I have a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So let's just cut out some hearts. And these hearts have got a lovely stitching on them, which is always lovely. I do like a stitched die. I'm really intrigued about that scallop circle as well. Okay, so let's just put my dies up there. Oh, these hearts are lovely. There we go. So these are the cute little hearts that come in that set of dies. Really nice stitching around them. Yeah, let's pop him on. So let's add a little dimensional under him. And if you wanted to, and you wanted to cover up that Brad, you absolutely can. But I think I'm going to put him just down here. I have my little hearts. Let's just add these around. Let's see if we can still spin that. Yeah, we can. Oh, apologies, girls. I haven't turned my... I might put those inside actually. So let's now do a little bit of stamping. And I'm going to use my favourite, Biggest Wish. Let's use this, shall we? And I think I'm just going to use the word hello. Okay, so that could go down there, couldn't it? Should we pop it there? Let's put some of these hearts on. There, shall we? Up there like so. So let's have, now I'm going to use this large one actually, let's have hello. And I want some more white card, so let's have this piece of white. And we'll have a bit of Poppy Parade ink, shall we? Just stamp that on there. Oh, I love the little distressed look of that. And cut this into a bit of a banner. Like so. Love these large fonts. And then we want friend. Here we have friend. And let's stamp friend in Coastal Cabana, shall we? I'm really mixing up those colours tonight. It's not like me, but I'm going for it. Lovely. Let's just cut this out. You're all still there, all very quiet this evening. Just trim around this lovely die, not die, this lovely stamp. Dear. That's it. Here we go. So all I'm doing is I'm just following the edge of that word, the outline of the word round, and I am just leaving a little white border. Please don't chop off the words now we've come so far. Seeing this stamp set absolutely everywhere at the moment. Nearly there, nearly there. Such a fun card. Thank you, Anne. That's really sweet of you. Okay. Hello, friend. Oh, I quite like the blue and the red together. Okay. So now let's have a little play about where we're going to put this. I think I'm going to do it all down the bottom. Yeah, let's do that. So let's stick this down flat. Okay, so this is just about some layering. Okay. And then this I want to stick down with a little dimensional. So let's add some of the minis. Love the minis. They're already teeny tiny, but we can cut them down, of course. So we want this to be by the F. And down there. Then what we want to do is we want to put a little bit of wet glue on the D. So then the D is going to be on the bear's bottom. Like so. I think that's really cute. So happy I chose this die set to showcase. Oh, thank you. We also have some little clouds, but I think that's going to just make it too much. So I think I'm just going to leave that as it is. Look, here we go. We can give it a little turn. We've got the cute koalas. And then we've got to someone who makes others happy. I think I'm going to add just one little thing. Let's cut this out. So this is the little arrow dies. Okay, so let's just cut that out, and I can use the smallest scrap of white card. We also need to add a little bit inside our card as well. So we don't want it being everything on the outside and nothing inside. Okay, now this may be the smallest die I've ever seen. They are so teeny tiny. Can you see that? There's one. Here's the other. Okay, so let's just pop that out. There it is. And this die just goes there to say turn. So this would be great for sticking down with the adhesive sheets. So that is telling us to turn. Now let's add a piece inside, but I just want to check the measurement, oops, of this white bit. So that white bit measures 9.5 centimetres by 13.2. So let's cut that out. Now, I'm not lying when I said I've got hardly any white left. This is my last piece of basic white, but I've got left. Let me just cut that out. So what did I say? 9.5 by 13.2. Here we go. So this bit is going to go inside. Oh yeah, look, that's quite nice. So let's add our little bit of speckling first. And a bit of yellow. Like so. So that is in there like so. And then, so it says to someone who makes others happy. Let's add, no matter what, I'm here for you. Love the sentiments in this stamp set. So cute. Last sheet. Yes, Bev. Last sheet. Oh my gosh. Had a shipment confirmation today that I've got another lot on its way that was I ordered the other day. There's 6 packets in that box, luckily. But yeah, I didn't expect to run out, shall we say. So there we have my little finished card this evening. Quite different for me. Colours that I wouldn't really choose to put together, but I think they look really lovely. So I've used the Give It a Whirl dies, and I've added my little images like so. Let's keep turning it. I think this would look good better if it was on the edge of the card, but this is the first time I've used the dies, so it's a work in progress. I've added in the Count on Me stamp set, and of course Biggest Wish at the moment. So that is me done for this evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you wanted any more information on these dies, you can find them in the annual catalogue. They are on page, let's have a look, 163. They are there showcased in the middle, and you can see them in use on page 57, just about there. Okay, If you have any questions, please let me know, or if you just wanted to say hi, it's always lovely to hear from you. Don't forget, we have got the joining offer still running until the end of May, where you can choose £154 worth of product and pay just £99. I think I've welcomed 14 new people into my team since the beginning of June, which is just incredible, and I'm so excited to catch up with everybody. If you're interested in joining or would like some more information, please let me know. You don't have to be local, you don't have to demonstrate, you don't even have to spend another penny once you've joined, so it's a great time to join. I think I've been putting lots of information on my Instagram page over the last week about it as well. And that's it, guys. I will be live again on Sunday evening at 8:30. I do hope you can join me. And have a great weekend. It's bank holiday here, so it's a long weekend for us, 3-day weekend, which is lovely, and half term next week, so a few nice things planned for me and the girls. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care. Bye for now.